previously. So we're going to have to continue this. The camera, is it okay? Okay guys, just make sure to subscribe on the previous one. I forgot to tell you that, and hit the thumbs up button if you can. Okay, and subscribe to this one, and hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell on both to turn on notifications. So as you know, the car crashed 2 times, but we all survived. Okay, it's not safe. We need to make it to the ditch. That's our goal.
The Wolfpack obviously had to replace a lot of highly talented folks on offense. It's not 2 wide receivers from a year ago. It's 3 best offensive linemen, 1,000-yard rusher, and of course quarterback Ryan
Just watch the world
is the backup for the NFL's
as we go.
Cincinnati Bengals. So that means that redshirt sophomore Matt McKay will be making his first start at quarterback today for the Wolfpack. This is just his 7th college game. He's a young man who's smart, he's mobile, athletic, but he's thrown only 8 career passes. Johnny Evans played quarterback at State in the 70s. This is his 35th year on the Wolfpack Sports Network. Johnny, I'm sure you remember your first college start just like it was yesterday. What do you think Matt McKay is going through right now, and what do you think he's got to do to be successful today?
Yeah, I think what's going through his mind and his body is what I would call anxious anticipation. It's not the kind of anxiety that paralyzes. It's the kind of anxiety like a racehorse is just chomping at the bit to get out there and be able to do what he's been waiting, Gary, for 2 years, watching Ryan Finley, who's played the position about as well as any college quarterback could play the position. Of course, the thing about Matt McKay, Gary, is that he's an entirely different type of quarterback. The fans are going to see, if you're expecting another Ryan Finley or even a Phillip Rivers, you're not going to see that in Matt McKay. He's big, he's
Look
strong,
at Donut and Young,
he's an
they're so
athlete, he
cute.
can run. His default is to run the ball when he gets into a jam, and his challenge is going to be to remain disciplined in the passing game and stay in the pocket and go through his progressions, give the passing game a chance before he does instinctively what he's always done through his high school years, which is just take off and outrun people and run over people. So he's a great selection. He's won the job outright. He deserves the opportunity, but he's fresh. You said it, 8 passes so far. So what we see of Matt McKay today is really going to be the first we've ever really seen of him as a college football player.
Tony Haynes will be in the sidelines today. Radio show and a producer of the One Foot Wolfpack Football TV show. It's Tony's 20th year on the Wolfpack Sports Network. Tony, unfortunately, the Pack's defense has more experience returning than the offense, so it looks like the strongest part of the team. What do you like about the Pack's defensive unit, and where do you think it will end up being the strongest?
For the first time since Dave Dorn is here, NC State has depth at the linebacker position. Not just players, but quality depth. And they're going to be able to rotate at linebacker. That's something they weren't able to do. You think about a few years ago, Jared Fernandez and Arias Moore were here. They had to play every single play. They had to be out there for the entire game because they just did not have quality depth at those positions. But boy, I tell you, these youngsters that have come in, they're going to make a difference for State. They may not start, but they're going to play some. Drake Thomas looks like a veteran. He just knows how to
youth, and then the coaches are going to have to make quick adjustments on the fly. Is that a lot of what this opening game kind of boils down to?
I think you can really just summarize it. Whoever doesn't hurt themselves, Gary, is the one that has the best opportunity to win this football game. There's a lot of things about players that coaches are going to find out about this, especially the young players. They've never been tested, some of these young players like this. The pressure of college football, especially freshmen, redshirt freshmen, where they're getting their first snaps. You've got players like Matt McKay, who's played, but he really hadn't played what we'd call meaningful minutes. And there's a handful of players on both sides of both teams, I should say, both ECU and NC State, that would apply to. So those are the unknowns that you talk about, and even the coaches. I mean, they have an idea about how these guys are going to respond under game pressure, but they don't know. There's the heat. There's lots of other factors involved. Not to mention the opponents that you're going against are trying to stop you from running the ball or catching the ball, or vice versa. So there's just so much working against these players. The ones that know how to handle those kind of pressure situations and don't hurt themselves, they're the ones that put their team in the best position to come out a winner in this football game.
We talked about the unknowns. Well, Tony, both quarterbacks, State's Matt McKay and East Carolina's Holton Ahlers, we do know that both can make plays with their legs. Do you think that the team that's able to keep the quarterback contained the best today, keep him from scrambling, probably wins?
And that's the kind of thing that really can exploit a defense on opening day, because both defenses are going to be coming out. They're going to play with high emotion. Sometimes your tendency is to play too fast and over pursue, and then all of a sudden the ball's leaking out on the back end with a quarterback who's running the read option. So I would imagine those quarterbacks early in this game would try to exploit the perhaps over-aggressiveness of these defensive units before they just kind of settle in and start playing a better assignment football, as opposed to just going 150 miles an hour. But that's typical of what happens in an opening ball game, especially when you got two teams playing from the same state. Certainly a rivalry, the ones that goes back a number of years, and we've seen some great games between ECU and NC State. But the other thing, and I like this for the Pac, what happens when you have a quarterback who is a threat to run? They can be particularly effective in the red zone and in short yardage situations, because all of a sudden now the defense has to not only pay attention to who's in the backfield, but they also have to be aware of the fact that this quarterback, he's a threat to run the ball. And I think offensively, and sometimes it makes it a lot easier to move the ball when you get into that condensed area of the field where yards are going to go.
Dogs again. Donna, yummy! Oh, you're so cute.
235 pounds. He can run away from 180-pound defensive backs. That's how well he can run. So it's going to be an interesting matchup today. We mentioned when we came on the air that our broadcast crew's back in its entirety for another season. Our producer-engineer, David Milam, begins his 24th year on the network today. Howard Bob's 53rd year keeping stats. That's amazing. But the guy with the longest tenure is spotter Francis Combs. This is year number 54 for him. And for me, I'm just a young buck, the big 3-0. Beautiful day for football here in Raleigh. Sunny, 81, high of 88, 61% humidity. Not bad. No chance of rain and virtually no wind. A 2-mile-an-hour wind from the east
Look how pretty that sky is, lady.
Isn't it
just beautiful?
Yeah, it's super
You
pretty.
shooting all recorded, Skyly?
Yeah. It's so pretty. The beautiful sky. Look at those clouds.
Auto repair needs, offering much more than tires. Atlantic Tire
It's like cotton in the sky. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Atlantic Tire and Service is committed to supporting the community and provides the highest quality repairs in Cary, Raleigh, Durham, and Wakefield. Stop in today or visit AtlanticTireOnline.com for more information. Go Pack!
It's another great year of
Just
NC
look at
State
those
football and
trees.
tailgating at Carter Finley Stadium.
I'm
To
allergic to
celebrate,
them, I
Baby
know.
Hugo's and ExxonMobil are proud to
But,
offer a special refill deal.
beautiful
Simply bring your 22-ounce Handy Hugo's branded stadium cup from Carter Finley Stadium to your local Handy Hugo's to get
This guy is just so pretty.
every day until the end of the year. Use your ExxonMobil
Beautiful
rewards
lake
card and you
sky.
get gas for great loyalty rewards. From the triangle to the coast. Refill and refuel. Handy Hugo's and ExxonMobil. convenience storefronts,
Not
relax.
actually so
DocuSource Day. Proud sponsor of Wolfpack
not
Athletics. DocuSource is an industry-leading commercial printing facility
Not
and marketing
close.
services provider and the printer of your Wolfpack football game program. DocuSource. Smart people, smart ideas, smart technology, smart print. Call 919-459-5900 or visit them online at DocuSourceofNC.com to experience the DocuSource difference today.
Do you see me?
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Gladwell. My team at Gladwell Orthodontics is proud to sponsor NC State football. We have a game plan to give you a confident, winning smile. Gladwell Orthodontics provides individualized, corrective solutions for all. When you join our pack, we make sure that you have a great experience from start to finish.
Okay, you guys, just watch
GladwellOrthodontics.com to
the
schedule your
video.
consultation. And go
I'm
pack.
not actually going that fast. What's wrong with this camera? Anyway, this is what happens when you record camera. Okay.
We're here to entertain your appetite with some wonderfully wacky flavors for your grill from our Sausage Works, fresh fried chicken and wings from our chicken kitchen, and local craft beer from our beer den. Stop by our locations in the Triangle on the way to the game and let us do the prep work for your tailgate. Lowe's Foods is based right here in North Carolina and proud to sponsor the Fan Zone at every Wolfpack home game. Lowe's Foods, entertain your appetite.
This is a football team that has to improve every week. It has to, as young as it is. We look at almost 45% of our roster is made up of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, learning opportunities, teaching opportunities, coaching opportunities. We're going to make mistakes. One guy that makes
Yeah,
it,
you
everyone
got
has
it.
to learn. And I think that ability to do that as a football team will be paramount.
Today is NC State head coach Dave Dorn about to begin his 7th year as the head man of Wolfpack. And his 7th team opens today at Carter Finley Stadium against the Pirates of East Carolina. And welcome to the
Aren't they
broadcast booth, I'm Tony Yates,
adorable?
alongside the voice of the Wolfpack, Gary Hahn, and former Pack All-American Johnny Evans. And we are so happy you joined us for this season opener. You think about how things have changed, Johnny Evans. At this time, 1 year ago, NC State was about to play James Madison, and the Pack had
So I need
8
to get that camera
graduates
far away.
starting on that team. An incredibly veteran team. Most of those graduates are on the offensive side of the ball. Today, a total
Back
of 9
here.
players will
I
be starting
don't
for NC State.
Oh, no.
For the very first time starting their first college game. Totally
It's a crash.
really is a whole new team.
Sort of hear that instead of woe is me, we got all these kids are going to drive us crazy.
We're
It was,
fine.
you know, we're excited about what we have in these young guys. Yes, there's going to be mistakes. Yes, we're going to have to
So
do
whenever I do
a learning
this,
curve, but I
put
feel
my
like the
thumb
coaching
onto the
juices have kind of
camera.
been renovated a little bit
It
with
means we're going
with
to
Coach Doran and his staff.